Joe, I think you want to say something more about this, the potter and the clay. And
well, I was just talking, we were talking beforehand about how this is something that operationalizes in our physical body as well, that actually, and it links very nicely to Romans 12:2 of this, be transformed by the renewing of our mind. There's always an opportunity for us to be transformed. I know you mentioned, like, we can often think, well, I'm done for, I'm done, I'm too far gone. I always think this way. I always get caught in these habits. I'm done. And actually, just again, we're seeing the goodness and the grace of God that knitted right into our genetics and right into our cells is the ability, as we see in Romans 12:2, to be transformed by the renewing of our mind, that we can. And so, and because science is always catching up with scripture, we see that recently, really up until the last 60 years or so, people thought that a brain was fixed, that you couldn't be transformed necessarily, that you can't teach an old dog new tricks, if you are what you are. But actually, we've found now that the brain is malleable. You can, by the way that you think, and we know that we need to use scripture to help us change the way we think, we can be transformed. So it's not just an outward process of transformation, but it's very inherently deep and at a cellular level. So I just love that. And so I'm always thinking like a psychotherapist and kind of thinking about how does this manifest in our brain. But the potter and the clay, I think, yes, it's an outward thing, but also it's a very deep internal thing at a cellular level too.
You reach at a cellular level.